my March was Marchy. I ain't got the money. Life is very humbling. But once again, Netflix has done it again, and the subscription will be renewed.
I don't know where to begin. Could be the curves on your body, but then could be your hair, maybe your skin. Yeah, baby girl, I'm tryna get with you. Come, let me see what we get into. It don't even gotta be physical, long as that pretty face visible. Yeah.
Broke your heart. And ever since that day, boy,
well, the vibes are immaculate. The vibes are set. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ree. Hi, on this channel we talk about a lot of things, mainly travel, life, and beauty though. So if you're interested in those things, make sure you hit that subscribe. Welcome to our April reset. We did it. Q1 in the bag. That's us. Congratulations, we're here. There are a lot of apologies that I have to extend to you guys, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. So normally we do our resets earlier, so we can kind of do them together, but at the time you guys are seeing this, it's gonna be a little bit late in the game, but I still wanted to get it up. I still wanted to reset with you guys. This time I gave myself a lot more grace in that I'm going to do my end of month reset routine when I am ready versus when YouTube tells me to do it, or versus when YouTube is like, girl, if you don't post this now, like, it'll be over, like the vibes are already done. I decided to listen to myself a little bit more versus trying to like hurry up and get it done. So I apologize for that, because you know, sometimes that sucks. It's just having to make those decisions as the creator of it versus being like the community that watches it. I do want to apologize if you guys are seeing this a little bit late. Also, I want to apologize for my skin. I was unable to put on makeup or look a little more presentable for you guys like I normally do, because I got a facial Friday. It's currently Sunday and my skin is still peeling and it's still very tight and I'm unable to do any makeup. So I really want you guys to just bear with me. Thankfully our resets are, you know, a safe space on this channel. This is where we feel chill, and I'm asking you guys for that level of chill right now. Just ignore the redness or the tightness of my face and the situations, because yeah, I'm going through it and I know it, and I apologize. It'll be better next time. I promise. I'll learn to schedule things a bit better going into the next round. But that being said, welcome to our April reset routine, where we sit down, we say thank you to March for all that she was and all that she's done, and we welcome in April like, hey girl, what's up? What's good? Let's get into it. So if you haven't watched my resets before, that confuses me, definitely go back, because we have a long list of resets that we've done, so you can familiarize yourself with how things go around here, because we're just gonna hop right into this one. Let's talk about how March went. Press pause, because I'm running really ahead of myself. Our drink of this video is definitely going to be none other than, as you saw, the mango bubbly. We're back. I'm all about the sparkling water. By the cases, sparkle me up. I'm a bubbly girl and I'm so happy. I wish I had some lime, and let me put a little bubbly with like a sploosh of like maybe some grapefruit or cranberry juice and a lime and a little bit of Casamigos. Oh, summer ready. So I'm getting into sparkling water mode. You do what you want with that information, but it's sparkling water season over here. Cheers. So let's just hop right into how March went. March was honestly such a hard month for me, and it had so many highs and so many lows. It's crazy. March was such a beautiful month in the sense that so much happened. We had celebrations, we had triumphs, we have engagements. Shout out to Kendra and Trey. My friends got engaged, so that just makes me happy and just overjoyed. And then also in March, we just had a little bit of a low. I feel like my mental health was so compromised this month. Let me tell y'all how I know. like my mental health is compromised, because sometimes people don't have awareness. I know. So I joined this life group at this church that I'm visiting, right? And the life group is so amazing. It's like a bunch of young women coming together talking about this book that I think I shared the book in the last reset. I'll have to grab it for you guys. But It's Not Supposed to Be This Way by Liza Turnquest. Yes. So we were talking about that book in the life group. And legitimately all our group lead had to ask everybody was, how was your week? And when I tell you, I was like, why am I on the verge of tears? Like, I had such a hard week. I was like, yeah, my week was horrendous. I cried. Like, I honestly cried. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I need more hours in the day. I feel like I'm not doing enough. And I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I have so much to do. And honestly, everything just kind of flowed into my mind at once, and I think I just like woke up or maybe went to bed. I just was in tears. I think in my car. I had a bad week leading up to this, which kind of obviously trickled into other areas of my life. But it was when like that person was like, how are you? And for me to be like, I am not well, like answering that question, because usually I'm the type of person, I'm very honest. If you ask me how I'm doing, either I'm fantastic or I'm not. And for me to realize like I am not, that is a problem for me. That is a huge trigger that something is wrong with just my life and my circumstances and my mental health, and I need to actively change it. So March was good. March was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we could tap into my passion planner, and I know I have like a lot of good things that happened in March, but I also know it was as good as it was in terms of like celebrating friends and getting together and actually having like little pockets of joy. It also was a very hard month for me, and that is okay to acknowledge that. And I'm excited for honestly the change in how March was for me. Like, I hope somebody's understanding what I'm saying, because y'all know I struggle sometimes with how to explain things, so I'm hoping that made sense. But yeah, my March was Marchy. Now, when it comes to my goals, I was supposed to do my taxes with my CPA. So that is scheduled for April, but steps were made towards it. So that goal isn't completely crossed off, but we took steps towards it. My next goal was to finish my home design, which I can pop up that video right here because I did it, and we have that in the bag, and there's an entire video on that, so I'll link that down below and up here as well so you guys can take a look at it. But the home design is very much complete, and I'm very much happy with where I see this home going. So it's just a matter of just like, once you have that vision, putting the pieces together. That's the exciting part. So on the home space, we're going good. Make sure to check out the home updates. I hope you guys are enjoying those. And then my next goal for March was to update my money routine. Talk about hot trash. I'm still trying to figure it out. March was really huge for me financially, and we'll just hop right into that. So March was huge for me financially because I paid off my like closing cost loan. I took out a small loan back in 2020 when I got the property. I took out a small loan to cover some legal fees and bank fees. Not bank fees, just legal fees that I didn't have enough money for at the time. My loan officer advised, just take out a small loan and then you can pay it off over time, because obviously my priority was to get the property and to close the house. So instead of me putting pause on everything and potentially letting the property fall through, I decided to get a loan and pay that loan off over time. And then when it was time for the building costs for this home to be approved, I realized once again, I ain't got the money. Life is very humbling. If I don't have it, I don't have it. It made no sense pretending. So I did connect with my new loan officer, and we decided to just extend that closing cost loan. And I would just like to say, effective March 2023, baby loan who? I don't have that loan. I paid it off this month in full. The only debt I have is my car payment and my mortgage. How beautiful. I feel regular. So that really made me smile this month. It felt like such a huge weight off of my shoulders. Y'all don't understand. Because I feel like I understand the value of debt, but also the curse of debt. So if I can remove that and just be able to spend my money a little bit more freely, why not? And because of that change in my finances, I know I need to update my money routine as to like where my money is going, and definitely restructure it so that the house is also covered. there was an unexpected amount that had to be paid towards the house in March that kind of bled my savings. And it wasn't even, I don't even know, I wouldn't call it a savings, I call it a buffer. So I like to keep a buffer in my account because things always happen. Like your tire is flat, something happens, or a family emergency, things always happen. Personally, I like to be as prepared as I can be. So I have like something called like a little buffer that I put in my mental and then also in my bank account, that I don't let it fall beneath a certain amount. And I had to like sacrifice my buffer this month just to cover the house things, so that sucked. But that is why I'm prompting myself to update my money and my finances and actually get a better hold of things going forward. So I didn't do that in March, but I'll do it. I'll push that one towards April as well. And then my last goal for March was to work out 22 days. I'm not sure I did that, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that just because at the end, like the last week of March, I had a lot going on, so I didn't make some of my fitness days. I think I worked out only 3 days this week. Normally I'm a 5-day workout girl, so, which is fine, honestly. Life. My next goal was to do 6 videos per month. I didn't do that. I did 5. Hopefully that's okay, but I did 5 videos this month. Which is still very hard for me, but 1 video short, so I'll try to see if I can do that next month and actually pump out a little bit more content, get back to where I was. And then my last big to do for March was just something surrounding my CPA, which I'm so happy to say that I've done. So shout out to being certified. Love it here, don't want to leave. Press pause. Y'all like my hair? I did my hair myself, and I feel like that was one of the biggest wins of March. I just did some Marley twists for myself, but I think it came out pretty cute. I don't know, normally I do like the long twist that touch your little hip, but I decided to cut it short, and I think it's I think it looks good compared to the, like, considering the fact that I did my own hair. I just want to pat myself on the back and share that that's also one of my biggest wins of March. Yes, it is. So let's flip the switch and welcome in April. So when it comes to our goals for April, all about self-care. That is my goal, that is my intention, that is my will, and that is my way. I am going to spend April just pouring endless amounts of self-care into me. Because I need it, and I feel very stressed out. I feel very much like not well mentally, and I want to get back to it. So we're going to be doing self-care walls. I have it down right here. So a self-care wall is just for me in my planner each week, writing down all of my moments where self-care, where I felt like I did self-care. It could just be like applying a mask, it could be maybe just watching TV or watching a new show, it could be journaling, it can be anything that I think qualifies as self-care. Writing it down, because I feel like when you document it, it helps you to be able to look back and realize like, no, I'm taking care of myself, I'm pouring into myself, and that's important to me right now. This month I'm probably going to do my hair switch up finally. I've been trying to push it back as much as possible, but I want to unleash my new hairstyle. I've been thinking about it, and I've been saving it in my phone for months, and I'm very much dedicated to doing so. So I just need to book the appointment, but we're going to be switching up our hair in April, so stay tuned. And then, oh yeah, like I said, self-care. I need to file my US taxes this month, which is very important. And then this month we will try to do our magical 6 videos a month. So that's what it's looking like for April. So let's hop into real quick our current favorites. Yes. To be honest, I really just have one this month. I guess one collective thing this month, and that would be Good Molecules. So I've been loving Good Molecules products. So I was gifted some of these I believe last year, but I honestly started using them heavily this year, and I am happy to report I really like these, and for the price point they work really, really well. So some of my faves would definitely be the Discoloration Correction Serum. So I have been like using this every day when I'm not using my retinol. I use this daily, and I've been seeing really great results. This is a niacinamide brightening toner. She's a babe and she knows it. And then what I use this on my days that I have to apply makeup to go to work. This is a silicone-free priming moisturizer. I feel like it adds such a good moisture to the skin while still creating a really great base for makeup. So it's really such a good 2-in-1 product. And then this one is a heavy hitter, and I honestly can't use it as much because I'm using my retinols. But when I give my retinoids a break, this is what I go to. This is the overnight exfoliation treatment. I just want to shout out Good Molecules because I think for the price point that you pay for their products, it's crazy how well they work. Like the formula in these bottles, they killed it. They went off, and I'm all for it. So if you're ever interested in trying Good Molecules, I would say go for it. Like, I really think these 4 products that I've tried, I've really seen some really great results from it, and I've been eyeing the site because there are more products that I want to try on there. So I highly recommend, if you are giving Good Molecules a side eye, just consider just giving it the full plunge. So yeah, that's the products I've been loving lately. Skincare has been on the, I guess, what is it, the precipice of concern for me, just because my skin has been breaking out a little bit more. So I've been spending more time being very intentional about the products I put on my face, but also I prefer when my skin is not doing the best to stick to one brand versus doing like a lot of switch up and a lot of different products. Acne is very much a simple man's game. That's what I've learned. So if you are able to just kind of use simple products that work, that's the best tackle for acne in my opinion. All right, so let's hop into what I'm watching, because the TV was TVing this month. Love Island, we're done. Congratulations to the winners, to the finalists. We're gonna blame Corinne for getting me hooked to this show with the British people. It's very good though, and for people to say this wasn't the best season, I'm like confused because I felt all of the emotions. Shout out to all the finalists. Forever a Tom and Sammy girl, so that's everything. I really hope they stay together because I think they actually are so freaking cute. And then just continuing with our theme of dating shows, I did watch The Perfect Match. We could have done without this, and it honestly was just something to watch to pass the time, and that's how it felt. Like, it felt like Netflix was just like, here girl, hold this while you like have some free time. But honestly, it wasn't the best, and I don't think it was geared towards what it was trying to find, because not to be a producer of spoilers, but there was nothing fruitful that came from the show. Alright, and then the last dating show that I've been watching is obviously Love is Blind. Y'all, how good is this season? I'm deep in my feelings, deep in my emotions. Let's talk about it. Tiffany and Brad, they are going to get married. They're going to wed, and we're all going to experience the joy we once felt when Lauren and Cam first said I do back in season 1. There's been nothing like it, and there's been no bond like it. So to be able to actually have those feelings of like, no, these two are actually soulmates, that's such a beautiful thing. Oh, this season is messy. They let the mean girls in the pods, and they have just been doing what they do best, be mean. So hopefully you're watching it with me. Drop a comment down below. Which couple are you rooting for? Which couple do you actually see making it to the I do's? Because I feel like Love is Blind, you just never know. And this is what, season 4? So we've been at this several times. But once again, Netflix has done it again. And the subscription will be renewed because I need to see how this ends. Next shows that I've been absolutely loving. Harlem season finale. Watched it. So good. I enjoyed season 2. I don't think Kano was a big fan, but I enjoyed season 2. I felt like it had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of realism as to like the things that Black women experience. Like, let's get real, let's go there, and I was all for it. BMF, so good. Young Miami, I'm sorry, I'm all for Carisha, but she cannot act. Like, as humans, we should have, when we were watching that, to like release that into the world for public viewing, we should have sent her an email and say, girl, this is not good. I feel like female rappers have this underlying pressure to dive into the acting space once they become successful as a female rapper, and I don't think it works out for everybody. And I don't think everybody, just because you rap doesn't mean you can act. Because, for example, Cash Doll, she's a female rapper, but she killed that role of Monique on BMF. Like, I forgot she rapped in real life. She just really embodied it, and she really did her homework, I feel, and really dived into becoming an actress. Whereas Young Miami, Carisha, we gave her several lines. We just gave her a few, nothing too crazy. And I was like, girl, this is not right. Like, if your husband, something happened to your husband, why do I feel like you ready to laugh? That's strange to me. Maybe you should have get JT or something. That's just my personal opinion. Beyond that, BMF was excellent in this season, and we have Monique, we have DC, we partying. I cannot wait for the next season of BMF. I love BMF. I feel like it's one of the best drug shows ever. It's so bad, but as a Black woman, I'm learning so much. Like, I didn't know, like, crackheads really be going through it. One name with that crack walk. That crack walk, you know? They don't ever tell you. And then I saw it on TV and I said, no, that crack? Oh, that crack walk. So the next show I'm also watching, and I haven't finished it yet, and Kino's pressuring me to finish it, but I'm kind of mid over it, is Bel Air. I'm sorry, I'm just not into it, and I just feel like every time I watch Bel Air, I want to watch The Fresh Prince, because I just miss these people in the laughter and the light that we had them, and I'm just very nostalgic. But I'm trying to be supportive because it's a great cast, and the series is good. I'm just trying to finish it. But I also think that show struggles a little bit with some of the actors' decisions. I'm not sold. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not sold. But I'll finish Bel Air and get back to y'all. The last show we have to talk about, Ghost Book 2 is back, and this season is coming for our next. Just when I thought last season was everything, they said, baby, you thought. Let's give her more. Here you go, whole list. And I'm just like, gracias though. I'm experiencing life. I honestly would have lost this bet. Power is my show, and the original Ghost gave us everything. Power was just power. So to have this book 2 with Tariq spin-off be this good, I have chills. Like the cast, Mary J. Blige, Method Man, it's everything. If you don't watch Ghost Book 2, get your life. Get your life. You're missing out. You're missing out. It's just that good of a show. It's excellent. All right, so let's get into the movie. It's only 2 to mention. First one, Shazam. I think I left a little mini review of it in another vlog, but it was a good movie. It just was like mid. I'm sorry, DC. Honestly, one of the best DC movies was the original Wonder Woman and Aquaman. I don't know, Shazam and Black Adam, I put them at the same level. And the fighting scenes in Shazam, I don't know if that was meant for a child, but that's not how like villains and superheroes fight. They give me a lot more. I need action. I need invisible walls. I need junction. I need to feel like I didn't feel that. I was like, I could use some gummy worms. Something wrong with that. And then the next movie was Murder Mystery 2. We watched that this weekend and I really enjoyed it. I laughed my head off. Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler, they have what we call a cinematic connection, where whatever they're in together does really well, and I love it. I actually really enjoyed Murder Mystery 2. Kino felt like it was predictable, but I still laughed. And that's really it when it comes to what I'm watching. Y'all, I've been so deep in TV because when you're stressed out, all you want to do is just sit, eat sweets, and watch TV. I don't know about y'all, but that's one of my coping. Y'all do what y'all want with that. But yeah. What's up? It's us in real time. We just left the theater from Dungeons and Dragons.
I didn't know she was recording this whole time. Hi.
It was amazing.
Hold on, I gotta introduce myself. Hi.
Oh, they getting high as a kite. Okay.
Life of Re-AC.
So I would be remiss
Life of
if we
Re-AC.
didn't mention Dungeons and Dragons in this month's reset, because that movie was phenomenal.
What is
Please
reset?
go watch
Get
it.
on reset.
Don't ask me what about anything, because that means you
I like
see
this.
my family don't support me.
I
One
support
thing
you.
both familiar. You never know.
Look at I pay for Boy Hungry.
Dungeons and Dragons was so good. We laughed so much. That movie was funny. So definitely go watch that. Of all the movies,
Jonathan!
of all the movies that come out this year, give that a go. That can get you up.
Jonathan!
And you know, our boy from Bridgerton and that, and he gave us everything he had.
Woo!
Nothing new there. The Duke was duking. I guess the last thing we'll dive into is our monthly reflection. Y'all know I use my passion planner. There's a monthly reflection at the end of every month. So I'm going to sit down for a bit and see if I can just write down some of my thoughts, spend some time in the old noggin and write down how this month went. Coupon code always linked down below if you're ever interested in getting a passion planner for yourself or just trying them out in regards to their reflections, PDFs. They have a lot of things on their site, a plethora. A lot of things that just help you to kind of get your life together. So yeah, we'll do that real quick. BRB.
Baby, you got your issue, and I have no regrets. Anything concerning you and me, it was a lesson learned. Gave you my all, and this time I ain't got nothing left. As much as I wanna love you right now, ain't the time. So you gotta let it go. Let it go, baby. Let it go, baby. I know you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a new day. full of new possibilities. We love that. We love that. I have my coffee in hand, feeling really good. I put a sprinkle, a dash of ginger and cinnamon in my coffee with my creamer. I just feel like it gives me more energy, and it feels like if you are like studying, Papa got new toys and she says she has to give it her all. So I reflected last night and I just wanted to share. Y'all know how we do, nothing new there. Okay, so my first biggest lesson was burnout is real, and it doesn't just happen from the creator's standpoint. You can be burnt out from your job, from any responsibilities you have that are like constant. I feel like burnout is very real, but I also put it as manageable, meaning that like you just need to take care of yourself. Obviously responsibilities change from day to day, from month to month, and there are going to be months or days in your life where it's gonna be intense and you're gonna work hard. My next lesson I feel like this is not the first time you guys have heard this, but I need to remind myself of this month. That is, God's timing is always perfect. What I'm learning with this house is that I'm not going to be frustrated if things are delayed, if timelines don't happen, if people are not in the position where they need to be for things to flow. I'm just gonna trust God's timing, because that is how I got here. Geez, that coffee good. That took me aback. My last biggest lesson, the goal isn't to chase wealth, chase greed, chase riches. That's not the goal. The goal is financial freedom. To feel financially free, I honestly feel like in this life, you're going to get more money, or you're going to become wealthier, and you're never going to be satisfied with the amount of wealth you have. Like even rich people who have billions of dollars are still aiming for more billions of dollars. I feel like you're never going to be happy with where you're at when it comes to money, but I think the goal of like this whole life and this whole finances and just navigating this in adulthood is to find financial freedom. For me, that's being able to book a flight, maybe being able to afford the car that I've been dreaming of driving one day. Like for me, that is more so the goal when it comes to managing your money and your finances in this life. Honestly, the abundance and stuff, we trust in God that He will provide it, but I feel like what I was reminded of this month is that don't chase the money, just chase the freedom, and the freedom that money allows in this life. And yeah, you can do whatever you want with that. Don't come for me, but process that, because I know that was a gem. You can write that down. But yeah, I rated March a 6, which is not that high, but still good and still a winner. So yeah. Alright y'all, so that's it when it comes to this reset. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I feel like it was different, a little slower pace, a little more honest, more revealing, and that's okay, because as we peel back the layers, we're getting closer and closer, and I feel it in my corazon. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the resets every month. Appreciate y'all once again for allowing me to try to take the time on a personal basis to also want to say goodbye to 1 month and open up the doors for a new month. I really appreciate your patience and your grace in this. You are a wonderful person, and I can tell all the way from here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you, I value you, yeah, you bad. I can see you on the next one. Bye.